What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. Today we have two games on the Sega Saturn that will be battling it out to see which game is a better fighter. First, we have Battle Arena Toshiden Remix, and then second, we have Virtua Fighter 2 on the Sega Saturn. So, if you like games, consoles, or reviews of products, please consider subscribing. So, let's hop into it. So recently, I have been getting more into the Sega Saturn. It's a fun console that I don't have very many games for, maybe 10 or 15, but the more I dive into it, the more I really enjoy it. I feel like it's got those kind of weird indie kind of style games, which is why I think I like it. But today, we are going to be talking about two fighter games. Now, both of these are good games in my opinion, but they both have very, very different play styles. And with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about both of them and then compare them. So, first off, we have Battle Arena Toshiden Remix, which I think is a very fun game. So, this is more of your slow-paced strategic fighter, because not only do you have a lot more health, but you also play 2 or 3 rounds depending on who wins the first 2. So, with that being said, you probably know a bunch about fighters. You are trying to kill the other player before you die. So, both of these games have bars on the top, tell you how much your health is, and how much time's left. But this one is really cool because you can have a sword or a bat or whatever kind of weapon, and it's not just hand to hand, it's kind of weapons based, and you can kick and punch. So I like that. It's a nice little mix of both. Now, this one is a slower paced game, so you have to be more precise with your moves, and you can't just go in button mashing, which when I first started this, to be honest, I tried that and it didn't work out. But the more I played it, the more I got used to the controls, and I had a bunch of fun because you can hit or stab or slash. One has a bullwhip, one has a bat. It's pretty cool. It's a decent looking fighter on the Sega Saturn. It has some really cool backgrounds, like one of them was really like spacey and futuristic, which I thought was pretty cool. And with that being said, Virtua Fighter 2, unlike Battle Arena Toshiden Remix, is a very fast-paced game. So you have to get those hits in, get those hits in, get those hits in, or you'll get hit really hard and you'll get knocked out very quickly. So that's where this game is more of a button mashing game. And for beginners, that's where this game really shines, because if you've never played this fighter game, you can pick up the controller and easily just button mash your way through it. Now, it does get more difficult the farther on you get. However, it's still fun, and I feel like this is more of those hand-to-hand combat that you would expect from a fighter. You're not using any weapons, you're just punching and kicking and blocking, and you can do some grabs as well, but there's nothing too complex about this game, which I think is really cool. Now, both of these games do feature ring out, which is a really cool feature that I wish more fighters had, because right now with most fighters you can hit them and the ring keeps going and either way. But with these two games, there's only a set amount of room, and if you go outside of that, you get a ring out and you will automatically lose, which can be frustrating, but that's okay. You just get back up and keep playing. So, now that I've told you a little bit about these two games, I'm going to go ahead and compare them. So, starting off with the pros of both games. So, Battle Arena Toshiden, like I said, is more of a strategic game, so it's not all about button mashing, which means you have to kind of think when you're going to press a button, and you can potentially press the button too early or too late and just get destroyed, which happened to me a few times. So that's one of the pros with this one, because I think you have to put a little bit more thought about it. Now, it does have weapons, which to me, for a fighter, is a pro and a con depending on what kind of fighter you want to play at the time. I think the weapons that it has in are a pro and they make it fun to play. Now, the cons for this game is that it's really slow. Like, the movements are slow, and jumping up in the air and coming back down is slow, and recovering from a missed move is really detrimental, and that's why this game is okay. Like, I have fun with it, but the slowness just kind of drags me down, and I have a problem with the slowness, honestly. For a fighter, you want to be able to hit those moves fast, but this one lacks it. Now, I did say that it was a strategic one, so that makes up for it a little bit better, but it's still slow in my opinion. Now we have Virtua Fighter 2. It's pros, it's a fast game. To be honest, if you've got 5 minutes to play or 10 minutes, you can probably beat this game if you're good enough. I almost did it in under 5 minutes, but it was a little bit like 5:30 or something like that. It's a fun game. If you want to sit down, play it, and you're good at it, you can progress really quickly. Another pro is it's pretty easy. There's not much hard stuff in it. Now, there was one guy that I got stuck in, and did I get stuck on him? I played him for like 2 minutes of that 5 minutes to complete the whole rank. So that's one pro, is it's pretty easy. However, the con is it's fast. I said that was a pro, but now I'm saying it as a con, because what happens is you spend 30 seconds waiting for the level to load up, and then you go and fight, and it's only like a 10 to 15 second fight. Then it shows a replay of you playing, which, okay, whatever, that's fine. But then it shows you celebrating, and then it's another loading screen. So, in a minute span, you only might have played that game, that level, 5 to 10 or 15 seconds. So you're spending a minute to play 15 seconds, which I think is the biggest con for me, which makes it too fast, and that's just one thing I don't like about it. So, when I combine all this, I decided that Virtua Fighter 2 is the better game, because not only can you play it if you're a new person, it's fast, it's easy, and you can have fun. Now, I know Battle Arena Toshiden Remix is a fun game and I enjoyed it, but I feel like I enjoyed Virtua Fighter just a little bit more because it was more fluid and I wasn't having problems with waiting to land or waiting to attack or whatever the case may be. And also, Virtua Fighter 2 also had some really great graphics. There's a forest level that just really looked good on the Sega Saturn, and graphics aren't a big thing to me, but when they look good, I notice them. So that's why I picked Virtua Fighter 2. Now, comment below and let me know which you guys think is the better game, and let me know if you want to see more of these as well. I just want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.